Welcome everybody to the Flex Network. This is your man Cowboy Cam here speaking live with you. Make sure you are liking and subscribing to the Flex Network. I have the ticker at the bottom. You can follow the Flex Network on Facebook and Twitter at the Flex Network 1 for all your football updates, your fantasy football updates. If you're a wrestling fan, you can follow at FlexNet underscore PW Elite on all platforms as well for your wrestling updates. And if you're a fan of the Dallas Cowboys, make sure you like and subscribe to the Cowboy Cam Facebook page where I give you all your Dallas Cowboys updates and news. Man, just make sure you're liking all of it, subscribing to all of it, because we're going to proceed to give you what you need. And Jerry Jones has spoken this morning, and we just got to talk about what Jerry was talking about. We got to talk about what Jerry's talking about. All right, so I posted last night that La'el Collins may need hip surgery. As I did the video yesterday, I told you guys I had no idea what's going on with La'el Collins. He came into camp out of shape. Then he had the car accident, right before the season, and he was placed on injured reserve, the 3-week injured reserve. We're going into week 4, and he's still not here. He's I'm gonna get to that, Chris. Chris has already said somebody fired Jerry Jones. I'll get to that. It was not as bad. I know what he's talking about. I got you guys. But Jerry Jones speaks, and he states he has no idea what's going on with La'el Collins. So you got a billionaire football team owner who has no idea what's going on with one of his players. And, it may be just a situation where he can't speak on it. I'm not going to knock him for that. But La'el Collins got paid once again. Y'all heard me say it. La'el Collins got paid, and he came in the camp out of shape, and you can't do that, man. So whether this is just him not being in shape or the injury from the car accident, I just have no clue. One quick little thing, I don't know if y'all saw the Chiefs and Ravens game last night, but we all know Dak Prescott could never do what Lamar Jackson just did just this past Monday night game. I just want to state that. We know Dak Prescott could never. 97 passing, boy, y'all would kill Dak. Boy, y'all would have a field day with Dak. But that's another story. Also, we seen a Taco Charlton sighting. Taco got a sack last night. And I just want to state this. Taco Charlton has 6 sacks in the past 2 seasons combined. Tank Lawrence has 5 sacks in the past 2 seasons combined. You do with that information whatever you want to do with that information. I'm just giving you the facts. Taco has 6. DeMarcus Lawrence has 5. Keynote, Taco Charlton never sucked. Taco just couldn't get on the field. That's just all. I just hate that people say, Taco Charlton was a bust and that he sucked. No, he literally just couldn't get on the field because Randy Gregory was who we wanted him to be. Randy Gregory became who we thought he would be. My homeboy versus Jackson is the upgraded Brady versus Manning. Maybe. Because I do remember, New England beating Peyton Manning a whole bunch. And then Peyton, eventually getting his payback and things like that. So, that might be it. That homeboy in Jackson, that one might be it. But I know what everybody's here for. There was a tweet that went out that said basically Jerry Jones stated that Romo and Mahomes, that Dak Prescott basically, if it was Mahomes or Romo in the Seattle game, they would have won the game, and Dak Prescott can't do what they do. That is false. That Jerry Jones did not say that. And trust me, I almost went. Sorry, my son's back here playing. I almost went live as soon as I seen it, but something told me to hold on and make sure I got all the information that I needed. And so, come to find out, Jerry Jones stated that the ability that Dak Prescott has is the same ability that Mahomes has, Lamar Jackson, Russell Wilson has, that they're able to make these plays with their legs, extend plays. So he was not saying that Dak Prescott lost us the game or that Dak Prescott isn't on Romo's level or anything like, or he's not on Mahomes. He wasn't saying anything like that. He was simply saying that Mahomes was at the elite level, of extending plays and things like that, and that the ability that these players have allows them to extend plays. So it was literally simply blown out of proportion. Jerry Jones is not downing Dak Prescott because, boy, I was going to have a field day. I was going to have a field day. Jerry, what are you doing? Dak Prescott ain't gonna give you a discount if you're doing this. But no, that's not the situation at all. That's not at all what happened. And so I'm glad that's not what happened because, boy, if I was Dak Prescott, as soon as I can get up out of Dallas, I would have been kudos. I'm out. But also you got to think about it. Dak Prescott keeps Jerry at bay. Dak Prescott and Jerry Jones aren't the best of friends. Father son like Tony Romo. Tony Romo and Jerry Jones were. So I just think that, Jerry, you got to watch what you say sometimes. You got to be careful, Jerry. You got to be careful because we know that Jerry likes Dak. We know Jerry don't love Dak. And that's just because I just think Dak keeps it strictly professional with Jerry Jones. Man, boy, Jerry, you had me worried there. And once again, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Make sure you're liking and subscribing to the Flex Network and the Cowboy Cam page. Make sure you're sharing our videos. Share it to your friends. Share it to the community, baby. We just want to once again give you guys what you need. So I know you guys heard Ronald Leary had came into town. Former Dallas Cowboys Super Bowl champ with the Denver Broncos. Ronald Leary came into town. We got him. We brought him in for some tea. See what's up. He has been staying in shape, by the way. But just found out basically the money that they offered Ronald Leary wasn't having it. Ronald Leary's like, I know how this works. You're not gonna give me this Brandon Carr type deal. Basically, Ronald Leary wanted to make sure he was getting a bag for coming to help out the Dallas Cowboys, and that's why the deal just didn't get done. And I believe. And that's what I had said when I heard that he was coming in. I was like, he's gonna want to get paid, a nice amount to come in and help this Dallas Cowboys offensive line. Chris, our offense can be elite as it is now, but the play calling is trash in the first half of games. Our defense is super trash for injuries, but can be decent eventually. Got you. Yes. And it's funny because people. I picked the Ravens, and I can use this game for example. I picked the Ravens to beat the Chiefs simply because the Chiefs have a bad habit of coming out flat, and then they come back in the second half. Everyone criticizes the Dallas Cowboys for this, but the Chiefs are very well known for this. They did it during the playoffs. They got down 24 points, I think, to the Texans and came back and won the game. The Chiefs have a bad habit of doing this, and I just think it's just because of early game play calling. The Dallas Cowboys fall behind in games because of early game play calling. Here's my thing: we choose bad downs to run the ball. Like literally, we have a bad habit of just still running the ball on first down. Man, if we play action on a first down, oh my God! If we can just play action on a first down, just to see. I just want to see it. Play action on first down. I guarantee if you want to take a shot, the shot will be there. And Chris, this is what Chris is hitting on. Our early game play calling is terrible. I'm not gonna say it's terrible, but it's it makes you wonder. It makes you think. Our early game play calling makes you think. And this also is. I think it also just feeds into the hype of wanting to feed Ezekiel Elliott. You got to know when to feed Ezekiel Elliott is my thing. You got to know when to feed him. Playmakers are necessary. We have them, but they are either paid or injured. Emphasis on those two words. Chris, you just, hey, look here, man. You just speaking what I've been speaking. They either paid or they injured. One of the two. They either paid or they injured, man. But I'm proud of the Dallas Cowboys offense. I love what the offensive players are doing. We're scoring points. We're getting points on the board. We just need this defense to come along. There we go. That's what I wanted to hit on. Last week, Jalen Smith came out and was like, the defense is complex, and he wants to get to a simple defense. You cannot run simple defenses against these offensive teams. You can't do it. You cannot do it. I don't want a vanilla defensive scheme. I don't want that because we literally been running cover 3, cover 2, bend don't break defense over the past 10 years. 10 years since Jason Garrett was here, our defense has been vanilla, been plain. And it forces your star players to necessarily have to make plays. Like when DeMarcus Ware was here. Hey, D-Ware, you got to get the sack. You got to get the sack. It's got to happen. And that might be why I'm hard on DeMarcus Lawrence too as well. But you can't run a vanilla-based type defense. You have to be complex. You got to be. And Jalen Smith, for you to be, oh, I want to get back to vanilla, shame on you. Shame on you. But you're playing well. You're playing well. I'm going to give you that, Jalen Smith. You're playing well. Which also hints at maybe why the secondary, is, I ain't going to say bad, but damn it, the safety's bad. Or safeties are bad. But y'all seen Alden Smith that came out and said the defense isn't too complex. So it's weird. You got a guy who hasn't played. Once again, I haven't played football in 5 years stating that the defense isn't too complex. The defense is it's good. Like the scheme is good. The play calling is good on defense. So take with that what you want to do. My buddy Isaac here. We want to run to kill time. We don't want our defense out there. Facts. We got to get back. I understand we got to get back to that, but it's also picking and choosing when to run the ball, when you're going to call a run play, things like that. Because we got a bad habit of just running the ball on first down, and everybody knows we're going to run the ball on first down, just blatant obvious. So, yeah, you're right on that. We do. Yeah, we don't want our defense out there. Our defense is not ready to just necessarily hold up. Because reminder, once again, Dak Prescott gave us the lead with 4 minutes left in that Seattle game. 4 minutes. And was back on the field by 1:30. And there was a 4th and 3. We had Seattle on a 4th and 3. And the middle of the field was just wide open. Greg Olsen gets the first down. Eventually, Seattle goes to score. Like, if our defense just gives up the field goal, guys, we're down by 2. If our defense gives up the field goal, we're down by 2, which gives Dak Prescott the chance to go down the field and just get in field goal range and we kick the field goal. We asked Dak Prescott to literally go score a touchdown. Go score. You got to go get 7. 7 of them bad boys. 7, you got to go get 7 points. That is a difficult task for any quarterback to do. A lot of game-winning drives are quarterbacks getting down in field goal range and you're kicking the field goal to win the game. So, yeah, Isaac, you're right on that, man. Our defense we have to get better. We don't want our defense out there on the field, but eventually our defense is going to have to step up. Safety play wise, we lost out on Earl Thomas. Eric Reed is out there. Eric Reed had 134 tackles last year. And so Eric Reed's out there. I just got to say that Eric Reed's out there. We did sign a safety, Stephen Parker, who started for Miami last season. Maybe y'all want to give him a try. Maybe give Stephen Parker a try. I like Darian Thompson. I like him. I truly do. But I don't like his coverage skills. So maybe Stephen Parker's coverage skills might be better than Darian Thompson. But it's just weird to me because you mean to tell me Clinton Dix was that bad that we cut him? Clinton Dix was that bad that we cut him. Man, that's tough. That's tough because you got to think about it. We signed Clinton Dix. I had high hopes of Clinton Dix because Clinton Dix is he's a good free safety. He's good at free safety. You mean to tell me Darian Thompson was better than Clinton Dix during camp? We got a problem. And Clinton Dix has not been signed. Clinton Dix is still a free agent. So they might have been on to something. I'm not gonna grill, our front office or our coaching staff because they might have been on to something. I just believe our front 7 are good, not great. They're getting there. They're good, not great. They're getting there. But our secondary, we just got to get off the field. We got to get off the field. Too many penalties, too many mistakes. Here's one thing that I'm gonna wrap the video up after this. Here's one thing we want to speak on. Russell Wilson threw us an interception. I think it was Brandon Carr. Caught an interception. But Jordan Lewis got a penalty for holding. See how that works? Like, too many penalties. We get a lot of penalties. We took the ball away from Russell Wilson, but that penalty ended up negating that. And I think the Seahawks end up scoring, actually. I think the Seahawks end up scoring off of that. So if we don't get the penalty, you don't give up 7, see how that works out. See how that works out. But I believe we just got to give it some time, no? Because if your players are complaining about a complex defensive scheme, that lets me know that our coordinators are calling. They're trying to do something. Things are slowly changing. Things are slowly changing. There is no more cover 2, bend, don't break. Every offense knows what we're in. Like, you can tell there's no more of that, because there were several times we got coverage sacks. I'm talking coverage sacks. Nobody's open. So we know the Dallas Cowboys can do. They can do what we want them to do. I think it's just going to take a little bit more time. Matthew, last comment, but also the time is now, since we didn't have a preseason game. I personally think it's going to get way better now. Yes, thank you. And I'll talk with people about this. We didn't have a preseason, so we brought in a whole new coaching staff, whole new coaching scheme, no preseason. It's going to take a minute. And now we're going into game 4. We're going into game 4, week 4, quarter of the season, almost over, man. It's going by super fast. So just I'm gonna give it some time. Like I said, I'm giving Mike McCarthy 3 seasons to get his team, to get everything fully turned around, to get his team, his guys. But it seems like they have a lot of faith in the players that we got. We're not bringing in anybody else. They got a lot of faith in who we got. So let's roll with it, baby. Cowboy Nation, I'm calling on y'all. Make sure y'all tune in Wednesday night, our weekly game review. We give you all the information you need. If you're a betting man, you might want to tune in, because I'm hot at predicting games, baby. And we got the Browns coming to town next week. We got Myles Garrett coming to town next week. Cleveland, man, look here. If we don't stop Nick Chubb, we are doomed. And I'm going to leave it at that. If we don't stop Nick Chubb and we don't block Myles Garrett, we are doomed, baby. Dallas Cowboys are doomed. But I got high hopes for our Dallas Cowboys. We'll get it all turned around. Once again, this is your man, Cowboy Cam. Make sure you like and subscribing to the Cowboy Cam Facebook page. Make sure you like and subscribing to the Flex Network, at the Flex Network 1 on Twitter. You can find them on YouTube, Flex Network. Find them on Facebook, Flex Network. Flex Network is going to be everywhere, because we just want to flex on them, baby. Cowboy Cam out here flexing, baby. We're going to go. Hey, look here. Just make sure y'all tune in. Cowboy Nation, stay strong. We're going to be all right, because our division is trash. Shout out to those Eagles for, tying the Cincinnati Bengals, by the way. Cowboy Cam is out.